one thing above all else is clear. If the Sword Coast is to find any measure of peace, Caelar Argent must be stopped.
I'm so very glad to be out of the Dwarven Dig, and that the Lich Durn Coldhearth is defeated, and it will never rise again. Back out into the forest and river area where the sun warms me and the birds sing beautifully. We have a job to do, and that is to search the rest of the area, especially to scout out the bridge. Once done and everything is safe, then we can see about exploring nearby areas relative to the Flaming Fist camp outside of the crossing. I have word of a region out to the west that is of some interest. Don't ask me why, but there was a marking on the map of the area, designating this area I speak of. I guess when I see the bleakness of a whole cavern with undead and then emerge back into a forest as nice as this one is, I can really feel the contrast. I remember Durlag's tower well. The entire land around it seemed dead and dry. There was an uneasy feeling just approaching the place. It wasn't the same with this Dwarven Dig, so it rather took me by surprise. I guess evil can exist right next to something pristine and not cast its shadow upon it. It is good that we cleared it out, and the dwarves plan on cleaning away its taint. That, and we now have more allies against the Crusade. Back out into the beautiful forest. Well, we do need to rest, but I think we're going to hold off on that. Let's just scout the rest of the area. Couldn't be anything that bad around here. I'm still... well, essentially hasted because of the oil of speed potion that I drank. I just come down here. It's cut off. It's too thick to keep going through. 5 menhirs. We'll just go down the main route. Funny enough, 2 of those things that the halfling was looking for were inside his own building. Still there. Covered in soot and ash. He didn't even bother to go look for him himself. She's still singing. Tra-la-la-la. Fun for the whole family. Witness a deadly battle between ferocious creatures.
Ah, fresh air and the beauty of nature.
Oh.
So, how long do we have to stay out here?
Orin is here. She's here. The elites failed. They failed. Everyone back. Back across
here.
the bridge.
On their own.
The elites failed? Gods!
Wait, what are you? No, don't!
This is a terrible way to treat a bridge, or any river crossing. That will need a new way to cross the winding water, I think.
God damn it! This is our chance to prove ourselves to Caelar. She wants the hero of Baldur's Gate. Cut off their retreat, quickly!
You don't know what you're getting into. The cleric in the back. Use another fireball. Minsk.
Go for the ice boom! Go for the ice!
Down here, get back.
I'll recover.
Ah!
Thy called. 'Tis my will.
No one saw that.
Come on, Minsk. Kill that cleric.
I'll recover.
Oh, that is a caster right there.
Your life shall be mine.
Curse you, Javis. Do you know what your cowardice has cost us this day?
Heffernan, what happened here?
The hero of Baldur's Gate arrived, milady. Unbound and unescorted by your elites, this man panicked. He destroyed the bridge before our prey could cross.
Forgive me, mistress, please.
There is nothing to forgive, Javis. The fault is mine. I should have warned you of this possibility. It is time this child of Baal and I had words. Crusaders, stand down!
Everyone lower your weapons! The Shining Lady commands it!
I am Caelar Argent. I know you hear my words. I would speak with you.
This may be our only opportunity to communicate directly with Caelar. We have to take it.
Perhaps I can persuade her to end this madness now before more lives are lost.
This is new. She's never been willing to speak to anyone representing the council before. If she'll talk to you, well, I doubt she's here to surrender, but we should hear what she has to say.
And so the hero of Baldur's Gate comes from my head. Shall we speak and see what truth comes of it?
We'll see about that. Speak but keep your distance.
We stand poised on the cusp of a new age. Someday all Farron shall look to this moment and say, then, that was when everything changed.
You were what brought me here, the attempt you made on my life, and the damage you've wrought across the land.
I am not your enemy. Consider for a moment the poison my agent sought to use against you.
It rendered Imoen unconscious, but was not a fatal dose.
It may seem that we stand on opposite sides, but it is not so. Our goals align closer than you know, and there is much we could achieve together. I am a drop of water in the river of my army. We will wash away all opposition. Return to Baldur's Gate. Tell the council not to oppose me.
The Grand Dukes will not be turned, nor will the Lords of Waterdeep, nor the rulers of Daggerford.
In our lifetimes, 2 Dragonspear wars have ravaged this land. Fiends set out from the castle, bringing ruin to the land, and dragging thousands of innocent souls into the inferno before being beaten back for a time. Those who follow me lost wives and husbands, parents, children, friends. But what was lost can be restored. I will bring those tortured souls back to Toril.
Do you really believe such a thing is possible?
I do. And even should I fail, it is necessary. To not attempt it would be a greater crime. Would you hesitate if one of your own were cast into the hells, whatever their deeds? Or would the Dukes be fighting you now to keep you from what you feel is right? Countless lives were lost as the fiends erupted from Dragonspear, a tide of hate and sulfur ravaging the land. None could escape. There was nowhere to run. Families, homes, loved ones. Every soul caught in a fiend's grip at the moment of their death. But it does not end there. They are taken to the 9 hells. Their blood boils, their skin blisters and bursts. Devil's claws rend their soul, tearing it to shreds. But they cannot die. I hear them. I hear the screams of the unjustly damned. And I will not turn a deaf ear.
I am not without sympathy for the souls of Dragonspear, Caelar, but what you attempt lacks strategy and worse, ignores what could happen, perhaps again.
You have done little to fight the calling in your own blood, and you cannot judge me for the same, ball spawn. Murder beats in your heart, justice and salvation in mine. In the end, we will see which beats stronger.
I've done little to fight the calling. I've done everything to fight the calling. It doesn't hold me. Keep on believing that, mad woman. Believe it right up to the moment you die at my hand.
You and I will meet again. Of this I am sure. We do not need to meet as enemies. Reconsider your course, I beg you.
A team like this
nothing.
can't be beat.
Orin, are you alright? We heard an explosion. I'm fine, but we'll need to find another place to cross the winding water. The bridge is down? Gods! Half Baldur's Gate trade came through there. The council was having trouble enough dealing with Caelar's refugees. With the coastway impassable, the city could fall into chaos. You're right about that, but I fear there's little we can do about it. Right now, all the city's problems have Caelar as its source. Let us make our way to Dragonspear.
Evil has taken root in the castle of the Dragonspear. The sooner we get there, the sooner we could pull it up by the stump.
Boriskir Bridge is our best bet to cross the winding water now, though it's a 10-day away. You should return to camp and talk to Corporal Duncan. He'll know the best way forward.
This is handy. For me, I mean. My Uncle Hoach lives near Boriskir. This might give me a chance to check in on him.
I've got a few ideas myself, but I agree. We should talk to Corporal Duncan. Perhaps we could speak about Caelar first?
So that was Caelar. I'm beginning to understand why so many have flocked to her banner.
If you can ignore the suffering she's caused, she makes a compelling case for her crusade.
You're not having doubts, are you? Caelar, certainly her words can be moving, but what of Baldur's Gate? The Council?
I serve Baldur's Gate. I do what the city needs done.
I never knew you were so devoted.
To all who matter to me, I believe you would do no less for the Dukes, for the city, and for your daughter, Corwin.
There may be more to you than I thought. Let's head back to camp. With Timora's favor, we might make Boriskir Bridge before the Crusade sets up another ambush for us.
What?
If all they have to do is deny us a river crossing, then this will be very easy for them. Black Pit's flyer. Yeah, we took some injuries there.
Yes, fine.
Well, we'll do what we can.
You called?
Do what we can. Heal our injuries.
What is it? Fine.
They should be taken away. They're part of the Crusade.
A pleasure it is to meet you.
You've heard the Shining Lady's words, Orin. You know our cause to be righteous. There is always room for another, Orin. The cause could use one such as you, and with you, not even the Hells could stop us. I might consider it had Caelar not already made an attempt on my life, or whatever that was. Your sense of duty gives you strength, as it does Our Lady. It is an admirable trait in these times. Duty to Caelar is madness, not strength. Return to your former lives and do not die on her behalf. You have heard the lady's words, but you do not yet understand. Open your eyes before it is too late. Oh, there's no traversing this way. I don't see the point of trying to kill those
Want me?
Yes, yes. You
people
bet.
right now. Oh, I did find a trap.
Yes, dear.
What would be laying traps out here? Strange.
You bet.
Boo likes
Whatever
the
you
forest.
like.
And I do too. There is much to nibble here.
Yep. You bet.
That's it. Traps. Many traps for some reason. Let's go see where this fighting pit is that I
Such
keep
menial
hearing about.
tasks.
Oh, it's too thick to get through over here. Well, it looks like wagon was pulled in here. These wagon tracks. There's another menhir.
Fine.
Runes eroded by time mark one face of this tall stone menhir. Sing of the menhir. Its hum grows louder, emits a pleasant tone, and its runes glow faintly. It seems to have been activated. I found all 6 menhirs, and now it seems I've awakened a ghost?
At last I am free! Free!
Who are you? Name yourself, spirit. Cromus is my name. In life, I was a poor minstrel. No evil lurks in my transparent heart, I assure you. How did you come to be trapped, Cromus? Mine is a tragic tale. I grew up not far from here in a village now long turned to dust. A wealthy adventurer, Jeth Karnas, retired to the village and soon became our mayor. He had one child, a daughter, Carleen. Karnas had arranged Carleen to marry the wizard Artifion, a foul man, cruel and vicious, with the baleful gaze of a spider. Why would Karnas want to marry such a man to his daughter? Carleen meant nothing to Karnas. She was property, to be traded away for the best price possible. Artifion offered him much for her hand. Carleen and I fell in love. She was beautiful as a spring day. She had a fondness for pinning flowers in her hair. I remember how prettily they drooped over her ear. She begged to be released from her engagement to Artifion, to no avail, and so she came to me and said, if we can't be together in life, my love, we can in death. Wow. She wanted you to make a lover's pact? I paraphrase slightly. As I recall, her exact words were, "Father's impossible. Let's go to the coast and set up a flower shop." And so we fled. But Artifion would not let Carleen go. He pursued us, catching up to us just as we crossed the winding water. He paralyzed me with a spell and snatched Carleen away as I watched helplessly. Then in his rage, he stole my voice and shattered it, binding each fragment in the petrified tooth of a great dragon. That's what these menhirs are? These menhirs are dragon teeth? They look like ordinary rock to me. Encase my voice in common stone? No, they're dragon teeth, definitely.
Artifion took Carleen and left me to die. Since then, my spirit has wandered these woods, voiceless and alone. Until now, thanks to you, I can sing once more. Carleen, come to me, my love.
So she does.
What is this? Where am I? Who? You. I remember you, Artifion. Foul one. I will destroy you. Destroy you all.
Carleen, do you not recognize me? It is I, your love, Cromus. She's confused. Spirits often are. Carleen, listen to me. You had an unhappy life after you lost your lover, but now you are reunited. Look at him. You know who he is.
I remember. Cromus, it's you. I see you. Oh, Cromus, my love.
Carleen, all these years I longed to call to you, but I couldn't until now. Thanks to this kind stranger, we are together again. Oh, I wish you and Carleen all the best, Cromus. I was buried in a barrow not far from here, in the eastern side of the forest. Seek out my grave. Whatever you find there, take with my blessing, but beware, an evil presence resides nearby. Many thanks. Eastern side of the forest. Is that near the Dwarven Dig? May you find comfort and solace in the melodies of Melil. Until we meet again, farewell. Melil. I guess I'll have to tell that elven woman who's singing to the menhir that they're actually dragon teeth and about the ghost of Cromus. Wow.
Fine.
A lot of people just to watch two chickens. Is this the fight?
Come one, come all. See the cream of the Sword Coast's combatant crop. Witness the brilliant and bizarre battles in the black pits of the one and only Baloth the Entertainer!
Oh, by the gods.
Gather in the gallery, my gallants. 'Tis time for another test twixt two titanic terrors in Baloth's blackest pit yet.
Yay.
Fate favors you fortunate few who witness these feral foes in a furious fray. First, I give you the wild wonder of the Western Kingdoms. Wise men say only fools rush in to face the Wolverine.
Isn't that a rat? That's a Wolverine. Looks like a rat.
But what wily wonder could conceivably win a war against the Wolverine? There is but one answer. That hardy, hate-filled horror, the Honey Badger!
Will that be a rabbit this time? A squirrel. Now that is definitely a squirrel.
I bid the battle begin!
Rat versus squirrel. They're not even fighting.
Boo! You call this entertainment? 'Cause I don't.
I've traveled with a lot of great people in the past, more than you might believe. But this is the best team ever.
Where's the blood? Where's the furious beauty of the fray? The eternal dance of life and death? The dramatic clash of tooth and claw in an unending battle for survival and supremacy played out before us in the theater of combat? Yeah. Where is that stuff?
Patience, my peculiarly profound patrons. The primitive play you propose will be presented.
Gods, Baloth, what are you up to now?
Do I know you?
You don't remember? It wasn't long ago. Oh, we've not met. I'd remember you.
You flatter me.
I'm gonna flatten you if this show doesn't improve.
You crave more, you cretinous creatures. The cultured company of canniness and class. I concur. And so I give you the Goblin.
What's the goblin supposed to do?
Let me out of here, Drow. Let me out.
You'll have your freedom, my freakish friend. But first, you must fight for it.
Kill it! Kill the goblin, you buddy rat. I thought it was a Wolverine. Shut up.
Maglabia, take you, Night Skin. Let me out.
Silence, you simpering scullion.
Wait, am I to understand that this goblin doesn't want to fight?
Think on this a tick, noble one. Have you ever met a goblin that didn't thirst for the thrill of the fray?
Free me, Snake.
Shut your slobbering face hole, you sniveling smutch. She says she doesn't want to fight.
Recognize your role, you repellent wretch. I am the entertainer. I speak. You watch and applaud. Or remove yourself if you'd rather.
I'll not let you kill a sentient creature for the entertainment of this mob.
I cannot concede to such contemptible, nay, criminal coercion.
I'll concede you, silver hair.
Eek, run for your lives! Run for your lives! These are like spirits. I'll just kill the drow.
Stop! I surrender! Cease this spectral assault! I give up!
That's a bit better. I'll let her go.
My pit of plenty. Pauperized. Made pitiful by a pernicious porcupine of a goblin. What a woeful waste.
Not that woeful. It really wasn't much of an arena to begin with.
We had a deal, Drow. You broke it. I should let the ghosts have you.
A deal?
This worm belly promised shelter and food. Then he caged me. Sent me out to kill or die for pink-skinned scum.
Is this true, Drow?
Forget this wretched rabble-rouser. What will happen to me? Baeloth Baratil, showman of showmen, entertainer of entertainers.
To the south, there is a Flaming Fist camp. Go there and tell them Orin sent you. They're accustomed to Durgar and Drow. They shouldn't give you too much trouble.
You can't seriously intend for us to take this drow along with us to Dragonspear.
I shall attend this camp as you suggest. You'll find my wits and wisdom there when you need them.
Baeloth now travels with me. Yay.
What? Such mean
McKinn's my name,
attacks.
of the Grub Doubler clan.
I am Orin. I'm sorry you had to suffer this drow's hospitality, such as it was.
Been through worse. It's over now.
You seem unlike any other goblin I've ever encountered, McKinn. Would you consider joining me? I'm traveling north to face Caelar Argent.
You'd willingly invite a goblin to join us. Have you taken leave of your senses?
She's a shaman.
Yes, I will come with you.
Well, I guess my reputation might be a little bit tarnished from this, but...
Thy veerest too far
do
from the
need
path of right.
another healer in the
Correct
group.
thine steps.
Yes?
You sure you don't want me with you? The Grand Dukes told me to stay close.
I appreciate that, Corwin, but you're more used to me in the camp. Take care of things there. I'll handle them here. You're making a mistake, but it's your mistake to make. Take care.
Yes.
You don't want
A
to
simple
upset
matter.
a pretty lady, do you? Then shape up.
McKinn. When asked about her past, McKinn grunts and says, "You'll sleep easier if you don't know her story." Eventually, she shares with me that her goblin tribe was a vicious and brutal one. As a shaman, McKinn commanded some degree of respect, but her abilities also brought her a maturity the other goblins lacked. She wanted desperately to escape from the cruelty of her life, but the other goblins valued her abilities too much to let her go. One night, a goblin scouting party came across a deer caught in a thicket of brambles. They killed the animal and carried it triumphantly back to camp. McKinn waited until the others had stuffed themselves on raw meat and fallen into a post-meal stupor, then crept away. She's been on her own ever since and has found herself persecuted by humans at every turn. She joined Baeloth Baratil with the understanding that she would be presented as an exhibit, but not made to actually fight, a promise Baeloth broke the minute the opportunity presented itself. As long as she can be of help in the group,
A simple matter.
that's all that matters. I don't know if there's anything else in the area. He's got a dog over there.
Fine.
A dog pants behind the bars of the flimsy cage. You could probably bend the bars if you wanted to. Bend the bars enough to let the dog slip through. Well, that seems to be it. I don't know how he even got the rat and the squirrel. And roosters. So it's something about Cromness. Promise. Here it is. But that doesn't help. He said it's on the eastern side. Maybe it's around here. We can go look. Go look for this where he was buried. He claims to be buried. So I guess after this we can go rest, and then we can go to that place on the map. For some reason was marked at camp. Oh, there's a bear. An aggressive bear.
Take it like a champ.
I don't see any place that one could be buried. Huh. Someone can use his magic differently.
Fine.
She doesn't have to choose the spell. She chooses from among her spells to cast per day. This banner is adorned by the symbol of Caelar Argent, a sun cresting the horizon. I don't know where he was buried. Is it here on this side of the forest? Well, we'll go look. See if there's anything we can find. Well, we searched, but we couldn't find it. Let's just talk to Prim here. Oh, hello. Apologies for not greeting you sooner. I was a bit distracted, didn't you notice? I've learned the secret of the singing menhirs. You did? That's wonderful. Tell me all about it. The tale begins with the bard Cromus fell in love with the beautiful Carleen. That's spectacular. Cromus' story will make an epic ballad. I can't thank you enough. Good luck with your composing. Please take this reed. It appears to be not but an ordinary whistle, but it will bolster the abilities of any spellcaster that carries it. Now I must begin composing. This song will be my crowning achievement. Oh, thank you.
Such menial tasks.
Didn't expect anything in return. Actually, give it to me. I can use this mirror. Reed of Echoes. A harper bard crafted this item, intending it to be a gift for Storm Silverhand. Once completed, however, its maker decided that the reed was simply too plain. He gave it instead to a fellow harper, the bard who carried it on missions for many years. The reed has changed many times since, and though it still serves its original purpose, allowing its bearer to prepare additional spells when played as an instrument, it emits a mournful tone. No magician, however, skilled can vitiate? Oh, this is actually very handy. Only by bard. We don't have a bard, actually. But if we did have a bard, the only bard I've ever known was Garrus. Or was it Garrick? Whichever.
You are welcome.
Oh, Phyllis, what are you doing here? Oh there. Oh, thank the gods. I thought I'd never catch up to you. What are you doing here? Making good on my debt to you. I appreciate the effort, my friend, but you shouldn't have made it. I've gotten by without the gold you lost. But I did lose it, and that haunts me, Orin. It haunts me. I will see you repaid, I swear it, and today is the first step on the path that will see what is rightfully yours returned. Well, as I say, I put the word out. I was looking for gold, and a fairly large quantity of it. And actual coins are hard to come by for obvious reasons, but an artisan by the name of Foxley was willing to offer me this. This is a bust of me? A gold bust of you. Nice, eh? Foxley's made a small fortune selling them to merchants and nobles put out by the Iron Throne. Between you and me, those have more than a little brass and copper mixed in, but this one, pure gold, and it's yours. I appreciate the effort you made, Phyllis. Consider your debt to me repaid. Oh, no. Can't do that. I failed you, and I failed Grand Duke Belt. I'll not rest until I've corrected my mistake. You have my word on that. I'll go now. By the time you return to Baldur's Gate, I'll have your money, if not before. You can take that to the bank, which, now that I think of it, would probably have been a better idea than leaving it with me. So yes, going now. Farewell. Oh my.